Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students and viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to online class organized by Shahid Cadet Academy, main campus to Uttara Dhaka. And today's online class will be on exercise 5.3 from class 7 math book. From class 7 math book. Exercise 5.3 from class 7 math book. And today from question number 11 to question number 15 will be solved. So be attentive to understand. At first, question number 11, it is 2a square plus 6a minus 8t. 2a square plus 6a minus 8t. We see that 2 is common in three terms. Here 2, here 2 and here 2. So 2 is common in three terms. So we can take common 2. If we take 2 as common, then here we get a square. That means 2 and 2 divided by 2. So we get a square. And then in second term, as 2 is common, so we get 6 divided by 2, we get 3a. Second term we get 3a. And third term 80 common 2, so 80 divided by 2 we get 40. Taking 2 as common, we get a square plus 3a minus 40. Then a square plus 3a minus 40, this is middle term. We have to do middle term. That means we have to separate, we have to divide this second term in such a way that we get, if we plus or minus, then we get middle term, and if we multiply, then we get first and last term. So a square plus 8a minus 5a minus 40. We separate, we divide, we separate middle term in this way. Plus 8 minus 5. If we plus and minus, then we get plus 3a. Plus 8 minus 5a. If we plus or minus, then we get plus 3a. Plus 8 minus 5 plus 8a minus 5a. That means plus 3a. This plus 3a. And this term, if we calculate, then we get first and last term. That means 8a into 5a equal to 5, 8, 40, a into a square. That means 40 a square. 40 a square. If we multiply, then we get 40 a square. 40 a square. And if we plus and minus, then we get plus 3. Plus 8 minus 5a. That means plus 3a. Plus 3a. And if we multiply, then we get 40 a square. That means 40 last term into first term. 40 a square. And if we plus and minus, then we get 3a. 8a plus 8a minus 5a, that means plus 3a. Plus 3a. So we have to separate this middle term in this way. And 8a, 5a. So we can get this number in this way. Here 40. So 40, 2, 20, 2, 10, to 5. If we calculate how we can get 40 multiplied by two numbers, how we can get this 40? So if we 2 and 2, 4, and 2 and 5, 10, then we get 40. But if we 4 into 10 equal to 40, but 10 and 4 we cannot get this plus 3. We cannot get this plus 3. So it will not be applicable. Then if we calculate 2 to 2, 8 into 5, 8 into 5 equal to 40, and 8 minus 5, then we get 3. So it is applicable, these both terms. If we multiply, then we get 40. If we plus or minus, then we get plus 3. So we have to take plus 8a minus 5a. Then in this pair we have to take common as a. If we take common as a, then we get here a plus 8a, we get a. And then in the second pair we have to take minus 5, 5 here there is 5, here in 40 there is 5. So we can take minus 5 as common, then we get a, and 5 divided by 40 divided by 5, we get 8. Minus and minus will be plus 8. So a plus 8, it is common. Then we have to take a plus 8 and then a minus 5, we get a plus 8 common. So we take a plus 8 and then we get a minus 5, and this is the answer of question number 11. Now question number 12, and we have to solve in the same way as 11. We have to solve in the same way as 11. Y square minus 6y minus 91. So we have to separate 6y in this way, in the previous way, 91. Then if we separate it, then we get the factors of 7 into 13. 7 into 13. These are two factors. So y square minus, if we separate in this way, minus 13y plus 7y, then we minus 30y plus 7y, then we get minus 6y. So it is right when we plus or minus, then we get minus 6y. And if we calculate, if we multiply, then we get 91y square. 13y into 7y equal to 91 y square. The multiplication of first term and third term. If we multiply, then we have to get first and last term, and if we calculate plus or minus, then we get this middle term, minus 13y plus 7y, then we get minus 6y. In this way you have to separate. You have to separate this middle term, and you have to solve the problem. So in this pair y square minus 13y, we can take y because y is common. Then taking y as common, we get y minus 13y equal to 13. And in the second pair we have to take 7 as common because 7 is common. Plus 7, we have to take plus 7. So we get y plus and minus will be minus 91 divided by 7, we get 13. So y minus 13 and y minus 13 is common in two pairs. So we have to take y minus 13 and then we get y plus 7. This is the answer as you have to solve this 12 as 11. In the same way, you have to complete. Now, question number 13. It is also in the same way, you have to complete like as 11 or 12. 11 or 12 in the same way. Here, p square minus 15. P square minus 15p plus 56. 56. So we have to separate in this way. If we multiply, then we get 56 equal to p square minus 8p minus 7p. 8 and 7. 8 into 7 equal to 56, and minus 8 minus 7 equal to minus 15. Minus 8 minus 15 equal to minus 15, and 8 into 7 equal to 56. So condition is fulfilled. So condition is fulfilled, and this is right. So it is right. Here, first pair and second pair, you have to take common. In the first pair, p square minus 8p, so p is common. Taking p as common, we get p minus 8 and minus 7p plus 56. 7 is common. In two terms, 7 is common. Minus 7 taking as common, we get p, and minus and plus equal to minus. Plus minus will be minus. 56 divided by 7, we get 8. So p minus 8 and p minus 8 are same. So we have to take p minus 8 and then we get p minus 7. P minus 8 and p minus 8 common. So we have to take p minus 8 and then we get p minus 7. P minus 7. And this is the two terms. This is the two factors of these expressions, and this is the answer. So 11, 12 and 13 you have to solve in the same way. You have to solve in the same way. Now question number 14. Here 45 a to the power 8 minus 5 a to the power 4 x to the power 4. So if we think, then we see that 5 a4 is common in these two terms. 5 a4 is common. So taking 5 a4 as common, we get 9 a4. 9 a4. 45 a4 divided by 5 a4, then we get 9 a4. Minus, in this term we get x4. 5 a to the power 4 into x to the power 4 divided by 5 a4, then we get x to the power 4. Now 5 a to the power 4, 9 a4, 9 a to the power 4. So if we make square, then we get 3a square whole square, because 3a square into 3a square equal to 9 a to the power 4. So 9 a to the power 4, we get 3a square whole square minus x4, we get x square whole square. Then we can set a formula, a square minus b square. Then we can set a formula, and formula is a square minus b square. Suppose 3a square equal to a and x square equal to b, then we get a minus b whole square. Then we get a square minus b square. We get a square minus b square. This is a formula you have to use now. A square minus b square equal to 5 a to the power 4 into a square minus b square. Formula is a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b equal to a plus b. 3a square plus x square into a minus b. A minus b equal to 3a square minus x square, and this is the answer. And this is the answer. You have to use this formula, a square minus b square, in this problem 14 number. And today's last number 15. It is also like 11, 12 and 13. You have to solve in this way. 15 number also you have to solve in this way. 11, 12 or 13 number question. Middle term, you have to do middle term 3a and it is 40. So you have to simplify it in this way. If we multiply, then we get 40, and if we do plus or minus, then we get plus 3. So a square plus 8a minus 5a. If we plus or minus, if we do plus or minus, then we get plus 3. Plus 8a minus 5a, then we get plus 3a. Okay, and if we calculate, then we get the first and multiplication of first and third term. That means 40a square. 8a into 5a, we get 40a square. So it is middle term, you have to do in this way. Now there are two pairs, first pair and second pair. And in first pair, we can take a as common, because a is common in the two terms, a square plus 8a. So a is common. Taking a as common, we get a plus 8. Here a square, we get a, and 8a, then we get 8. And in the second term, second pair, 5a minus 40, then we get 5 as common in two terms. We get 5 as common in two terms. Taking 5 as common, we get in the first term a. Minus 5, taking as common, we get a, and then 8. 40 divided by 5, we get 8, and minus and minus. Minus and minus will be plus. Minus and minus will be plus. So a plus 8 equal to a plus 8 and a plus 8 are common in two pairs. So take a plus 8, and then we get a minus 5, a minus 5, a minus 5. These are the two factors of this expression, and this is the answers. You have to solve these problems in this way, and these questions are very important. You have to try to understand properly. You have to practice again and again at home. Thanks everybody for watching the video.